Okay, welcome everybody to our podcast. My name is Allison Bergman,
I'm Marcelle Sirkus,
and this is Food.
not food.
We are the authors of Food, Not Food, it's a visual journey. What's it called, Marcelle? A visual
A
journey.
visual journey of real foods and their
Yeah,
lookalikes.
that. uh, we're the authors of that book and a couple of spin-offs from that book, which we're excited about. Um, and we decided, we just constantly talk about food all the time anyway. We might as well make a podcast out of it. A couple of people told us how interesting it was to just talk about food and diet culture and also not food and just the journey of what our lives have been like around all of those things. And we Marcella and I are not nutritionists,
Right. By
but
not food, we mean things that are edible, sold as food products. But when you look at the ingredients themselves maybe don't necessarily qualify as what we would call food.
right,
Yeah.
right. And so we're foodies and we're interested in, trying to navigate the whole landscape of food, health, and longevity and all those things. And we'd love to talk. So
Yeah.
so here we are.
Yeah. Tell me about the great food thing that you cooked yesterday. And then I'll tell you about the maybe not food thing that I've been living off of for 3 days.
Oh no. Okay.
That's bad.
Okay. So I have discovered the many things that you can do with, I feel like this is so funny. Okay, the many things that you could do with organic, super firm tofu. Super firm, high protein, that's what it's called, high protein, super firm tofu. So in the last, I don't know, 4 to 6 months have not stopped eating red meat. And so, chicken breast and ground turkey and salmon and tofu, they get a little boring. So I started shredding the firm tofu and turning it into like ground beef kind of texture. And I shred it and I marinate it and I put in I made taco meat out of it. I put in like a whole jar of salsa and some peppers and onions and I cooked it down with some smoked paprika and it was amazing. I put it in tacos. I put it on a salad. I made like a big tostada salad with it. And so I recently saw that you could actually slice it thin like you can roast beef and you can marinate it so you can make like a Philly cheesesteak kind of thing with it. So Marcel has the tofu gross face on for those of you who can't see.
I mean, listen, I could convince myself, to do it. I could do it. But
Uh-huh.
if there's anybody else in the family in the house, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I've even looked at recipes like with walnuts, soak walnuts and then blend them up, and they're kind of ground beef like. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But okay. And also, everybody here is protesting soy,
and why is that?
because the boys don't want to grow breasts.
That is such a old wives' tale.
Whatever.
It's a
I'm an old wife,
fallacy. It's
so
a
that's why.
fallacy. I'm not a doctor, but I've heard that debunked over and over again.
hmm
That soy does not do that. It doesn't build estrogen in your body. That's not a thing that I've been told. Again, not a doctor, not an
Right.
endocrinologist, but that's what I've been told.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a family member that many, many years ago had breast cancer, and the doctor said, do not eat soy.
Yeah. Well,
So I don't know.
yeah.
N No one can really decide.
Well, here's what I'm doing is it's another protein source. It's not I eat soy 24/7.
Right.
My husband doesn't like fish and we're not eating any red meat. So ground turkey and chicken breast, there's only so many things you can do with it.
True.
So I just get tired of it. So I'm looking for other sources. I eat salmon. I love it. I have a great recipe for cooking salmon from frozen, a salmon fillet from frozen. It comes out fantastic. So I do that like for my lunch or something. I'll do that. But Anyway, it's one more thing you can do with tofu that I
Yeah.
didn't realize you
So
could
we
do.
want to start seeing pictures. You need to start taking pictures of these things.
Okay, I
So then
should
when
have
we
done
talk
that.
about it, I can, share them on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, um, is that what I made for dinner? No, I didn't make that for dinner last night. Actually, I made that a couple days ago. Last night was our third night of leftovers from something I did in the Instapot because,
God, you guys are so disciplined.
well, it's just that when I make it, it makes a ton of it. It is like 3 nights worth of food. So we were gonna not have it last night because I sing on Thursdays with a singing group, and so it's hard to time out dinner right on Thursday. So we were gonna do that leftovers tonight, but I just got lazy last night and said let's just have it. I'll figure out something else for
Right.
today. But it was one of my pasta. Ground turkey pasta Instapot things that I do. And the thing is, it just takes care of so much because number one, my husband loves pasta. Number two, it's pretty darn healthy because it's ground lean turkey, it's peppers and onions and tomato, crushed tomatoes and garlic, and pasta. I usually use a whole grain pasta. I didn't last night because that's not what I had, but I usually do. And then when you cool pasta and reheat it, it's a resistant starch,
Right.
so it doesn't raise your insulin so much. So it's not a bad option. And then on top of all that, though, I grill up some zucchini and mushrooms, and I mix that in with mine. So my husband's not a zucchini fan, but I have that grilled up. So my bowl is like, a third of it is vegetables, and then the rest
Right.
of it is ground turkey mixed with, pasta and everything. So it's not a bad way to go. And it's so easy. It's what I call a bowl dinner. It's so easy to eat in front of the TV and whatever, because it's something else to
Yeah.
have to think about. So
I like that. That's nice.
yeah. So that's what I did last night. All right. What did you do for the last 3 days?
Um, well, that like Nestle Toll House cookie dough in a tube?
I don't personally know it, but I've seen it.
Okay, so I had to get some stuff from Amazon. Like I needed something from Amazon right away, and I had to spend, 25 or $35 to get it delivered that day.
Uh-huh.
And so I added not the tube of cookie dough that you
Uh-huh.
just, scoop out of the tube and
You
bake
got
the
a
cookies.
bucket, didn't you?
I got the bucket.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
did. Yeah,
So is that a 3-day supply?
I'm gonna say 3 days was pretty much, yes, it was 3 days.
Oh my God. All
Yeah.
right. Well, so that's interesting. So I would be curious to see if you have the label of that. What is in it? Is
Well,
it the edible one that doesn't have the egg in it so you can eat it raw?
I don't think it's that one.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like raw. I wouldn't eat raw dough anyway.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not like raw cookie dough girl, but anyway, I will look at the ingredients eventually. I actually saved the bucket just to
Mm.
remind myself, like, you know, A, I really shouldn't order that again. And B, it was super convenient. I probably will get that again.
So did you just bake cookies like enough for 3 days, or did you just like bake it all
Every
up?
day, every day I cook like 9 cookies or something.
Uh-huh.
10 cookies, in the
Yeah.
house. That's all. I mean, that's what's great about it. You can sort of limit the damage on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But, I would never forget that it was in the fridge. So it was like,
Yeah.
but I kind of have this new philosophy, like, if I'm in denial, then maybe it just doesn't exist. So I'm going to go with that.
Well, that's true. Like, they say if you eat standing up, the calories don't count.
Right.
Or if you eat off of somebody else's plate, or if you don't need a fork for it, that doesn't
Right.
really count.
Yeah. Yeah, that all
Well,
sounds great.
so let me just say, I mean, I think that uh there's nothing inherently wrong with eating cookies. It's not like, oh my God, it's poison food or whatever. I mean, it might be. I don't know what's in it
Yeah, I don't have no
specifically.
idea. And it's in
But
plastic. It's probably got,
yeah,
forever chemicals.
but my point is you can like in a rounded diet, it's not a terrible, horrible thing to eat a couple cookies.
No, of
Now,
course. And ordinarily I would bake fresh, and I have unbleached flour and all that stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I just didn't feel like it. And again, I had to spend the thing to get the other thing.
Right, right. Sure, it's all about, value.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
my real question is, did you eat anything else? besides the cookies for dinner?
Honestly, I'm sure that I did. I just don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever I ate also just was not as interesting as those cookies.
I see.
But then we ran out of the dough. So yesterday I ate chicken.
Well,
Yeah. I cooked a
okay.
chicken. And you know what? I bought like one of those packages of like 6 or 7, 8 chicken breasts, which I
Uh-huh.
don't usually do. Usually I try to buy like organic 2 at a time
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I brine them. So I brine them just for a couple of hours with like half a lemon,
Hmm.
salt, a little bit of sugar and water in the fridge. And it was really great. It definitely makes a difference. It's
Huh.
very moist. I kind of grilled it. I put a grill on it and then I put it in the oven at 350 for about 20, 25 minutes and it stayed moist. So that was really good.
That sounds delicious. I'm coming over to your house for dinner.
Yeah, I like the quick brine on the chicken.
Yeah, I don't usually brine. I mean, I do marinate, sometimes. Like if I'm doing a teriyaki or something like that, I'll marinate. Or if I do like a fajitas, I'll marinate. But I don't usually brine like that with the lemon and everything. That sounds really good.
Hmm. Yeah, super simple. What I do is I put it in a Ziploc and
Hmm.
then I put the whole bag inside a very solid, melamine
Yes.
mixing bowl. I
Yes.
put it on the bottom shelf.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I have a
Right.
lot of rules for how I deal with raw
Sure.
chicken stuff.
Sure. Sure. Well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
So,
it was pretty good.
you're not all, some people need to know, you're not all
No,
cookies. It's just that
there will be cookies.
there will be
Yeah,
cookies.
there will be cookies. And then also I had like 3 or 4 zucchini that were just bordering like we were talking earlier about cucumbers, which we'll get to. And my zucchini was like, it would have been slime. It had about 2 more hours left. So I washed it really good. And I did like a 50% peel on it and grilled them. And then I had them in
Uh-huh.
the fridge for a couple of days. So
Yeah.
it's interesting when something like that is raw in the fridge and you feel like, wow, this is done, it's over, or it's going to be over, or you have too much to eat. If you cook it, you really can get, you put it in the fridge and then I cut it up cold zucchini and salads. It was great.
I love grilled zucchini to me is fantastic. And I do that a lot. I buy a big thing of like asparagus and I'll buy zucchini and mushrooms and red peppers and red onions and I'll do like all of it. I'll do it on a grill pan and I'll do it in batches. And then I just it's so easy to throw them in a salad, put them in a sandwich, top your pasta with it, and they last once you
Yeah.
cook them. And the key is obviously don't overcook them because especially if you're going to reheat them because then they're just kind of mush and disgusting.
Yeah. I
But
only grilled it. I mean, I
yeah,
grilled it and it was still very firm when I took it off the grill.
yeah, yum. That
So it
sounds
was
so good.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. And sometimes I'll just throw in, like I did with the pasta, that if I'm really in a hurry, I'll just take zucchini and mushroom and just cut them up into small pieces and quick grill them. And then, just have them like together and I'll just throw them in stuff too. I'm a huge proponent of pre-grilled veggies. And I think I've posted about this a couple of times on social media. So those of you who are new to our podcast, we're both in the entertainment industry, producer, writer, screenwriter, and sometime actor, all of those things. And when I'm doing a show, I do stage work. And when I'm doing a show, you just don't have time to eat healthy unless you plan ahead. So I will go and buy all those veggies and I'll have a grill up day, grill them all and put them in my fridge. And that's how I get through a crazy tech schedule or something like that without giving in to the gobs and gobs of junk food that people bring to sustain themselves all the long hours of putting up a big musical. So I'm a huge proponent. Grill it and have it ready to eat. Um, and it's delicious. It's
Yeah.
really, really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, we used to talk, earlier on, and even a couple of months ago, we were saying, yeah, it's just better to have that healthy food than to go out to fast food and get some junk. And now it's like that junk is like $35. Like you could spend
Oh,
$35 at McDonald's, for 2 people. It's weird. It's
it's
very
crazy.
weird. Yeah.
It's really crazy. I know. And I mean, all food prices have gone up. We were talking earlier about even, fruits and vegetables have gone up too. Everything has gone up, but
Yeah.
not as much as the fast food's gone up.
Right.
It's still a better buy if you can to, besides being healthier. I think it comes down to like, where do you want to put your money? You know?
Yeah, and the discrepancies from one store to another, and tell me about you had mentioned something where you compared a price from one store to another, and it
Oh,
was like it's really pretty
yes,
significant. It
yes.
wasn't like
Okay.
20 cents, it
No,
was big.
okay. So here's the secret I found, and it's so funny. My aunt, who is 93 years old, Um, she and my uncle, when he was alive too, they love to go to fruits and vegetable markets and they buy big amounts of stuff and then they have all these secrets for how to store them. Like they had like the perfect formula for saving bananas. Like they wash them, they put them in a
But do you mean like
cooler.
farmers markets or
Well,
like ranch
they
markets
would
or?
find they would find like mom and pop markets that had
Mhm.
good prices. So they found this place and I didn't know about it. I've been living down here near them for 5 years and my aunt never mentioned it. And then all of a
Right.
sudden, I don't know,
And you're in California, you're in the South
I'm
Bay,
in Southern California. I'm in Orange County in Southern
Orange
California.
County.
And so she mentioned my aunt goes, "Oh, where?" I said, "Where did you get those? Those are so great." She goes, "Yeah, they're only 69 cents a pound." I'm like, "Where is that?" She told me about this Persian market and in Mission Viejo,
Mhm.
and it's called Mission Ranch Market. And so number one, it's got a lot of Persian food in it, really interesting dates, figs, nuts, halal meats, all those things. But the other half of it is all fresh fruits and vegetables, and the prices are so much better than anywhere else for most of it that you almost feel like you're from like in a different decade. So I was just at Trader Joe's this morning and doing a quick run, and I was going to grab some veggies there, and I saw the price of cucumbers was ridiculous. And but I remember last week I got cucumbers at that Persian market, and they were not even a quarter of the price. So the local markets, there's some Middle Eastern markets, there's some smaller mom and pop markets, and you can find it there. And they had some organic, not everything was organic, but they had some organic. Um, and the prices were great. Their
Yeah,
strawberries. I got a huge thing of organic strawberries for like $3. Raspberries, even a big thing of organic raspberries for $2.50. It was crazy. Raspberries now you can buy them for like $7,
right.
the regular markets. So it's like a gold mine. So I go there once every week or 10 days. I go there and they have these beautiful peppers, red peppers, green peppers, so much cheaper. Melon and potatoes, sweet potatoes, I mean, really like, and things I couldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah, it
I
reminds me of John's Market. Do you remember John's
Yes, I used to love
International?
John's Market.
And then they started
Yes.
closing, like there were so many around
Mm,
Hollywood and LA and I
yeah,
think there's maybe one in North Hollywood.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure that that's kind of a lost leader for them because it's really attractive. And then once you go in there, you're like, oh, look at all these Persian specialties. Oh,
Yeah.
and you want to get everything else too.
Well, John saved money on the sign because it used to be
Yeah.
Vaughn's
Yes.
and then suddenly it became John's.
Yes, they took over some of the
Yeah,
Vaughn's
that's why they could sell
buildings.
the food so cheap.
It was funny, but you went in there and the food was good and it was,
Really good.
really inexpensive and they also had a Middle Eastern bent as I recall.
Yeah, for sure.
So but
And it's an international market. I think they
yeah,
call it an
that's
international
right.
market.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about that. Matter of fact, I'm going to head over there tomorrow morning too and fill up again on
Yeah.
my I like to also do cut fresh veggies and keep them in my fridge.
Hmm.
So they're red peppers, green peppers, celery. I mean, I bought a purple cabbage. Now, I buy purple cabbage, I love purple cabbage. And I would buy it at like, I don't know, it was Ralph's or something. It's like $3 for a purple cabbage. 69 cents for a
For
purple
the whole
cabbage.
cabbage,
69 cents. Yeah.
I would have thought like 69 cents a pound.
You would
And
think,
they're like 3, 4 pounds.
you would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I really I love this. So find a
What
local
color is your
market.
sink?
My sink is a
Hmm.
stainless steel sink.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Why? Do you think it stains? I have never had it stain anything.
Well, not stainless, no. Will not stain.
You think it stains like ceramic? A ceramic
Everything.
sink?
Yeah.
I've
When you
never
slice a
had
purple
that.
cabbage, yeah.
I've never had that happen. I mean, because it's purple, but then it's water soluble pretty fast. Just like beets, they're pretty soluble, water soluble.
It's the same thing. I can't even put like mustard in my sink. Like, the water at the top of mustard? Like I
Yeah,
used to just, squeeze out the first squeeze in the
yeah,
sink.
yeah.
And then it took like, $3 worth of bleach to get it out. And now I just put
Really?
the first squeeze in the garbage. That's how I deal with that, by the way.
Wow.
The
Yeah, I've never
water.
had that problem. I used to have a white sink. It was fine. I don't know. Never thought
Yeah.
about it. Well, anyway, so yeah, so that's my fresh fruits and veggies. I love the grilled zucchini is the way to go. It makes it
Yeah.
so sweet and delicious too. What else?
I want to talk about the cutting board. You recommended a
Oh,
cutting board, and I had a cutting board incident, which I'll tell you about.
okay.
And you had mentioned this, and I said, "Yeah, I think I need a new cutting board because I don't, I won't, and I also need something that is has legs on the bottom or something
Mhm.
because water gets underneath the tile and it's kind of creating a problem on the tile."
Okay. So I don't
But
have that
anyway,
problem.
but you told me about this great material or this new cutting board.
Mhm.
So tell me again what it's called, and then you
Yeah,
can
so it's
email me the
basically
link.
it's by Epicurean, which is a very, very well respected, food and kitchen supply, food preparation and kitchen supply company, Epicurean. And what happened was I usually have two different kinds of cutting boards. I have a big bamboo cutting board that I use for like breads and I make homemade pizza and I'll use that. But anytime that I'm doing anything that's wet or if I'm doing meats or something like that, I have these plastic soft ones. And I know the whole microplastic thing, and so I try to replace them pretty often. But at this time, it was time to replace them, and I thought, I just can't. I know that there's microplastic getting into stuff. I can see all the cut marks in them, and I just need another solution. So I went poking around online. What should I get? I read all kinds of, reviews and all that stuff. And um, what turned out to be best for me, I wanted something lightweight and durable that I can put on the counter and I don't have to leave it on there. I don't have a huge amount of space on my counter anyway. So Epicurean makes this it's basically like press board is the only way I can describe it, but it's super high dense press board because I think what it really comes down to is it's made from paper, but it's
Does it have like
super
a,
hard.
is it they say good for 6 months or what is
No, it's
the
like
lifespan of this?
I don't know exactly what it is, but I was watching some videos. People have had them 4 or 5 years. They
Oh,
look
wow.
perfectly fine. Yeah. And
I never have a board that long.
they're dishwasher safe. And they don't warp.
Hmm.
And most importantly, they match my kitchen.
Well, that's nice.
My kitchen's black and white, and they have black ones.
Yeah.
So I have these two black cutting boards, one larger, one smaller. And now I just stick them on the side by my microwave. And I used to have my big wooden board on the counter all the time.
Yeah.
And now I don't. I keep that off the side. I only use it for like breads and pizzas and stuff like that. And these, they're lightweight. I pull them down, I cook. I can just wipe them off and, wash them with the soap and everything and stick them in the drying rack, or I could put them in the dishwasher. And
Okay, so Epicurean. This is what
Epicurean,
I'm
yeah.
going to
But
look for.
mine don't slide around because I don't have tile. My counters aren't tile.
Yeah,
So that might be a whole other thing for you. These don't have feet. I
that's
think
weird.
Epicurean makes some that do have feet, but mine don't have feet. But mine doesn't need it. Mine doesn't slide
Yeah.
around.
All right, good. Well, I'm going to check it out. And now I
Yeah.
really need a board. Before we were talking, I was like, I kind of need a board. Now I definitely do because there was this fly in the kitchen.
Hmm.
And first of all, I want to see fly swatters are ridiculous. They're completely useless. Like they're just not heavy enough. And then you're going to break whatever you hit with a fly swatter.
Hmm.
And so I had discovered with a previous fly, and we just need to stop leaving the house. Every time I open the door, one of these things follows me in from outside, from the yard. But so I had these really I had these really heavy oven mitts.
Yeah.
They have like silicone on the outside,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. And anyway, the fly made the mistake of landing on the cutting board. And literally, I stood there, had the swatter kind of in one hand and like the glove in the other. But the, the weight of the glove really generated like the velocity needed to just end it really quickly.
Okay, so I want to back up a minute. So
Okay.
when I was talking about tofu recipes, Marcelle had this look on her face. And I think I have now duplicated that look while she's talking about this poor fly that I'm imagining turn into a pancake. Um,
You would be surprised actually, because there's like
a
ridges in the
splatter.
glove. No, it didn't even
No.
splatter. I just think it was kind of stunned.
Okay.
It was definitely dead, but it wasn't squashed, not like with a
Oh,
swatter.
okay. I still have that gross look on my face, like she did with the tofu, for those of you who are just listening and not watching.
Just saying.
So it landed on
Joke.
the cutting board. Is that what
It
comes
landed
down
on the
to?
cutting board.
And now the cutting board is tainted forever from fly
I
goo.
mean, I have to draw the line somewhere. You know.
What's your cutting board made out of?
Supposedly bamboo.
Ah, yeah. I think you could disinfect bamboo, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you know
know.
what? Don't if it's too gross, don't do it.
It's
I
kind of
don't
done.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Well, I love these now. I'm so glad I did it. They're easy and they're really durable. I don't there's like a little bit of knife marks here and there, but here's the thing about knife marks on soft surface things. They're freaking cutting boards. Of course they're going to be knife marks. It's
Right,
not grooves, it's not cutting into it. It's just, it scratches because you're, hitting it with a really sharp object.
right.
So that doesn't really bother me. It doesn't, but they didn't discolor or anything. They looked really great.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
try that. There
yeah.
was something else you were gonna, oh yeah, that's right.
What else
Okay.
should we talk about? Oh,
Um, well,
I go ahead.
we were gonna add a new segment.
Mhm.
Do you want to jump into name that tool?
Name that tool.
For those of you who've joined us first time, we've just started when we're doing our video podcast. We have like bizarre kitchen tools. Can we figure out what it is? We try to stump each other. It's kind of interesting. So go ahead, Marcel. What have you got today?
Um, I have, and I'm going to describe it for
Okay.
people not watching.
I know what that is.
So it's kind of a hard plastic rubber lined tool that looks like a series of circles. There's a big circle at one end, and it's kind of a handle, and it opens and it closes. And it kind of looks like those things at the OBGYN when they talk about how many centimeters you need to be dilated when you have a baby. I don't know if
I
it
was
ends
going to
up
say it looked
like
like a
that.
drafting tool, but I like that better.
All right, or a drafting tool. Yeah, and that's what it looks like.
Yes,
And Allison already knows what it is.
I do because I have one.
Uh-huh. And it
So that,
works.
uh, sort of, yeah. It's a jar opener.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
for
you,
different size jars. I don't
right,
think I've ever used it like in the smaller ones. I think I've only used the bigger one, but
right. You
but
put it
basically
on
you
the
grip the
thing and
jar
you
and then
turn
you
it
you turn it. Yeah.
and
And the
it
best thing is
opens.
it's good for because it's also expandable. It can be used for bigger stuff too.
Right. And it came
Yeah.
with this cool gadget too,
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
which
what's
I guess
that?
is just a bottle opener.
It looks like a bottle opener, but it looks like
It looks
what's
like it
the
does
other
other
one?
things too.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
a
It has
fun
a
looking
USB
tool.
port. I have no idea.
What?
No,
Wait a minute.
I'm
It
just
does
joking. I don't know
not.
what that is. It's just a place for bacteria to accumulate.
That's what it is.
So yeah, so that's my tool
Okay.
for
All
the
right,
day.
here's my tool. I'm going to give you a hint before I show it to you. When I was
Okay.
growing up, my mother was a very high up in the organization Tupperware dealer. So much so that when we would fill orders for her, the kids we would we'd be sitting and she'd have the whole place filled with different stuff. She goes, "Okay, I need the green cereal bowls, and what goes with that? That's the sea seal, Mom. Let's grab the sea seals. Okay, I need the Wondolier and the bacon keeper. Okay, so we'd fill orders, put them in big bags for her, and then we put them in the back of what we called the Tupperware station wagon because she was a big dealer person. They gave her a station wagon to deliver stuff in. So that was our Tupperware station wagon.
That's really
We used
funny. That's like the pink Cadillac for Mary
yes,
Kay,
yes,
right?
yes. So we used to joke when we'd roll up the windows that you had to burp the windows. Because I
Nice.
can't burp stuff. Okay. So given that hint, I'm gonna hold up what this is. So it's plastic, white plastic, and it's kind of a spatula type deal, but for a specific thing. It's shaped really funny. It has a hole in the middle, and it has an odd shape around the sides. And there's the handle with a little thing to hang it up, whatever.
So it's a spatula with a hole in the middle. Is it hard plastic or soft like
It's
silicone?
bendable, but it's not like silicone soft.
Well, I mean, I
It's
have wooden
hard.
spoons with a hole in the middle so they don't splash. Is that the point?
Well, I guess that could be, but there's a very specific shape for this for a
Is
reason.
that so bacteria will accumulate inside the groove?
Well, it might be. No, I don't know. I don't know exactly, except that it does help, like, I guess with aerating. I think it's
Is
good
there a
for
special
aerating.
name for it? Because I mean, it
Well,
looks like a rubber spatula with an oblong hole in it.
so
You know.
here's the thing about it that is unique and weird. It's this
Okay.
particular shape because
Oh.
because it exactly matches the shape and size of the Tupperware mixing bowl.
Okay, so there's a groove in the upper corner so that stuff doesn't get stuck in the groove of the bowl.
Yes, so no, it's because the bowl is rounded exactly like the round side is, and then
Yeah.
dips a little bit like that.
Right.
That's the roundness of the bowl inside, and then this side you can like cut on the scrape. So if you're trying to get stuff out like frosting or something, it exactly is the shape of that Tupperware bowl. It like
Huh.
matches the shape of the Tupperware bowl.
You
It's
have
just
the bowl?
I do. I do
Hmm.
have the bowl. And so when I'm using that bowl, I use this because it gets every little bit out. It scrapes it right, like the perfect match of everything out of it.
Huh.
So I
Okay,
still
but that
use
little
it.
groove at the end is getting into the groove of the shape of the bottom of the bowl.
This is
That is.
this is the shape of the
What
bottom of the
about the
bowl.
little thing on the other side? That's nothing?
This is no, because it's just about being flat on that side, so you can get on the edges and stuff.
Huh.
I don't know why this group is here, but
Interesting.
yeah. So anyway, it's like the
Okay.
exact size and shape of the mixing bowl. So it's like custom for when I use that bowl, I use this spatula.
I think people figured that out, that like bowls are round and spatulas should be round.
Yes,
How old
right.
is that set?
Oh gosh, it's like a classic set. So it's probably
Okay.
from the probably from the 60s or 70s. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a
Oh,
lot of that.
so that's only like 25 years ago, right?
Well, I hate to break it to you, Marcel,
Hasn't
but
Gen X decided that the 70s are like 25 years ago?
I wish. I wish. I have
Yeah.
another tool, but I could save it for next week if you want.
No, I want to see it.
Okay. This is my next tool. It's kind of obvious and kind of not.
We're going to call this Instant Gratification Thursday. I
Right.
cannot wait another
Okay.
week.
These are two. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
These are
okay. They're big plastic spoons that look like each side of a Venus flytrap.
yes, that's right. They do. And they're matching. They kind of, at first, you think they're like salad tongs or something, right?
Yeah. Are they for measuring or removing spaghetti from a pot?
They are spaghetti tongs.
Spaghetti
Yes.
tongs.
So there's
Very
spaghetti
nice.
on one side. They're that, right? So you scoop up so you can get the spaghetti together like
Yeah.
that and put it in the thing.
I really like that. I like that more and more because it's like my cat has a sixth sense about when I'm about to lift a 12-pound pan filled with boiling water. And she's
Yeah.
just right there. She's right
Yeah.
there. I can't get from the stove to the sink.
So the other thing is they nest perfectly together.
Yeah.
So like that.
Very nice.
To be really honest, I hardly ever use them,
Yeah.
but there they are.
I like it.
So those are my tools.
Well,
Okay.
good. Well, thank you for playing. Name that
Name
tool.
that tool. And we don't mean people that we know.
We could.
We
That could be
could
another
we can
segment.
name that tool. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
So apparently today is National Avocado Day.
Ah,
Happy Avocado Day, Marcel.
happy Avocado Day, Allison.
Avocados are the best, aren't they?
I feel bad because I didn't get a card. I feel
Aw,
like I feel like maybe I should have gotten a card. Hallmark. Oh, you're wearing green.
I'm wearing avocado green.
So you knew that before we
I did not
started.
know that. It was
Oh,
totally
just worked out.
worked out.
Very
Something
nice.
about when you just knew. I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I've had really bad luck with avocados lately. You know how avocados, they're such a crapshoot, right?
It's a big investment.
And you just never know what's gonna happen. I've been buying
Mhm.
like these, I like the teeny tiny ones because you can eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I buy them and they're not ripe, and I put them in my little bowl my ripening bowl, I call it. And usually in a couple days they're all perfect. And I'll stick a few in the fridge if I'm not gonna eat them, whatever. And this time they went from hard as a rock to really, really dicey.
Yeah.
I'd cut them open. I could already tell as I was cutting them open, like, this is not gonna be good. And no, even the ones that looked okay tasted horrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with avocados today. I have not had good luck with avocados
You mean
lately.
they just didn't taste good? Like they weren't just black and mushy inside?
Some of them were black and mushy inside. Some of them were green, but more green, dark green than the light green. And they
Mhm.
were like, I don't know, they tasted just
Yeah.
gross, sour or
I
something.
mean, Avocado Day sounds like a made up holiday, and it's not even like a Hallmark holiday. Like, who
You can
came
turn
up with
anything
this?
into a national something day. I think there's a national food day for every day of the
I know,
year.
really, it's like their special guacamole committee organization or something.
I'm sure some like farmers association like applied for it to be that. So,
Right,
but I mean, to be fair, I love avocados and
right.
I'm a California girl and I like, you know, I could, I think there's a law. You can't leave avocado. You can't leave guacamole. Like if you go to a restaurant, you order guacamole, you cannot leave it. You can't,
I
are
got
you
in a
done
lot
with
of
this?
trouble. I
No.
got in a lot of trouble for doing that.
No, you should because
Actually,
like,
actually the waitress yelled at me because there was salsa left over on the table.
oh, well, salsa I think is okay. She should have
Yeah,
done that.
because
But
I ordered
avocado,
the extra salsa.
guacamole, you can't leave guacamole. You just can't. There's a thing
No,
about it. You've got to be like clean that bowl out.
you've got to clean the bowl, take it home, something.
Right? Lick
Yeah,
it.
they
I
get
don't
very
know,
upset
something. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So I love avocado. Yesterday I made shrimp tacos for lunch and I had one avocado that I could say is like, okay, this is okay. I don't know that I'd eat it by itself, but it's okay for putting it into a taco.
Right.
So good. Avocado, grilled shrimp, some oh, I buy that coleslaw shredded, shredded coleslaw stuff. So it's just
Yeah.
like cabbage and purple cabbage and green cabbage and carrot. And I use that inside it
Yeah,
and put
that's a
some
good
salsa.
mix.
So good.
You could do like egg roll bowls and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's good raw, it's good cooked, it's
Hmm.
good as you stir fry. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Well, why don't they have like bucket of cookie dough day?
Uh, they probably do. Oh, I'm sure they have cookie day. There has to be like chocolate chip cookie
They
day,
should.
oatmeal cookie day. I'm sure there's cookie day of everything.
That's true. They probably do.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a good thing.
But
You can celebrate that anytime.
yeah, 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 yeah. I do want to say now I very rarely go out to eat for a lot of reasons. One is just health choices. It's very hard to find healthy foods sometimes in restaurants that everybody can agree on they want to go to. And the prices are ridiculous and the portions are huge. And half the time I go to a restaurant, I come back and I'm like, that was so disappointing. So I just stopped going, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Even the food court too. Remember I mentioned I went to a food court and I got like teriyaki chicken and rice and it was enough for 3 people. I ended up just throwing it away. Well, I'm going to carry it around the mall and then put it in my car for 4 hours.
yeah,
No.
right. Yeah.
So I have to spend $18 or $16 on
Yeah, even the price of
this
really
thing.
basic minimum food is just crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, chicken thigh fat grilled with teriyaki sauce in a bowl of rice is pretty much as minimum as you can get.
yeah, a steam table, right? It's been there for how many hours already before
Yeah.
it shows
Yeah.
up in your styrofoam
In my
tray.
styrofoam tray. Exactly.
Yeah. So, needless
So
to
good
say,
though.
I don't go out that much. However, my sister-in-law is a total foodie. We could talk food all day. And she's kind of a bit of a chef too. She did some, cooking classes and she does like the hard stuff. Oh yeah, I made my own meringue. Oh, I make my own fresh cheesecake. I mean the big stuff. I mean, some of it's gorgeous. Anyway, so she found this pizza place that's supposed to be like one of the top 100 pizza places in the world or something like that. And it happens to be local. It's right in like to where I live. So she made a reservation for 6 of us in the family to go and try the pizzas. And so we went. It's called Truly Pizza in Dana Point. Lovely restaurant, all outside, really fun, really good. The pizzas were terrific. They are a certain kind. You have to like a certain kind of pizza because like her mother did not like them. She's like, I don't like the pastry is not right. So she didn't care for it. We loved it. She didn't like it. The most interesting, though, is the toppings were really phenomenal. One of them was this garden pizza that was beautiful. It had little thin slivers of beautiful vegetables and edible flowers, and it was just delicious. And it
Wow.
was, yeah. So
Exotic.
yeah, so like I said, I rarely go out, and of course I plan for pizza. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have pizza for lunch. Then I'm probably gonna that's all my carbs for the day right there. You know,
Right.
but we all tried. We've got like four different pizzas, and they tried everything, and so it was delicious. Very bubbly crust. Apparently, one of the owners, there's like one of them or a couple of them were like the pizza that I didn't know there was this pizza competitions,
Oh,
like like chili cook-offs. They have pizza competitions, so they
sure.
they won the pizza competition for the national blah 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 whatever. And so literally one of the pizzas is called the champion cheese because that's the one that won the big whatever. So like I guess my point is if you're gonna go out to pizza,
Make it
like
quality. Get a
make it
good
a
one.
make it a good one.
Or an experience, at least
It
something
was,
different.
yes, it was a really good experience. We tried four different pizzas, two different salads. I mean, it was really good,
Yeah, that's great.
and it was an event for
Yeah,
me.
it's fun to find nice places. Exactly. It's event
Yeah.
because it's not just about going out to eat food, like, and getting everybody together. And that's nice that you guys could do that too.
Yeah, and we were all different generations too. Between, I guess I was the youngest, not by much, but over the decades because we were 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, we brought my aunt and who was my mother's older sister and my sister-in-law's mother. And yeah, so my aunt's 93.
That's
So
amazing.
so it was a nice family event and the food was really good. And it was like it's the whole other thing when you say let's go for pizza
Right.
to like let's go have a pizza experience. So
Yeah. That's nice.
yeah.
Well, good. If anybody's down there, check out Truly Pizza. That
Yeah,
sounds
so that was
nice.
that was my food outing, and unlike your food court teriyaki outing.
Yeah. I can't even remember any other outing.
Ugh.
I just haven't really like eaten in a restaurant in several weeks.
Yeah, it's for me, it's been
So
only special occasions. That's really what it's been. And frankly, I don't like to eat inside with people. I got out of that habit during
you're so
COVID.
funny.
So I only eat.
Oh
Listen,
my
COVID's on the
God.
rise
It's
now.
been 5 years
It's on
though.
the rise now.
I mean, it's always on the rise.
No, it's back, and a lot of people aren't vaccinated. Anyway, I don't want to go into that story. I just, frankly, what happened was I got in the habit of going to outside restaurants, and I love it.
Yeah, it's nice being
I love
outside.
it. I don't like to be cooped up with a bunch of people and loud noise and all that anymore. So
Yeah, we just
I'm,
hate people now.
yeah, I don't like people that much.
I really don't either. I hate going out and I hate being in. And so that's a conundrum all unto
Uh-oh.
itself. Like today, I was like, I think I'm going to get out early and I'm going to go to Starbucks and I'm going to walk to Trader. I live in a very walkable area,
Mm.
which I'm actually writing a new book about and a coloring book too
Mm.
about the area that I live in. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's underway. I was going to send you a draft, but I just don't think you're going to like it. And then
Oh,
I'll be
I remember. Yes,
discouraged.
you did tell me about this.
Right.
So for those of you who are joining us fresh, Marcel has a very dark sense of humor.
I mean, I don't know if it's dark.
It's something I
Although
love
I'll
about
admit, you know
her.
what? I watched the last 12 minutes of Carrie the other day and it really cheered me up.
Yeah.
It
So
did. Something's happening. I don't know
I
what it
love
is.
that about her, and she's had it. We've known each other since third grade, and she's always had that dark sense of humor.
Yeah, I was
And
born with it.
and
Born like this.
when her son exhibits it, she's surprised. I'm like, that's your son.
I don't know where he gets it.
Okay, yes, I do remember. Go ahead, tell us about
Yeah.
this coloring.
So anyway, my book is called, Living in the Slums of Beverly Hills. I live in like South Central Beverly Hills, what my friend used to call it. And so I'm making this book about, but anyway, so it's very walkable,
Hmm.
if you're willing to step over the bodies on the street. So I decided I would go to Starbucks and get a coffee and then go to my mailbox and then go to Trader Joe's.
Mm.
But like just the whole experience of being out there was horrible. And for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's getting very hot out today,
Mm.
which made me think of shake and bake weather in California, which is funny because it was an earthquake this morning and I didn't feel it because I was walking to Starbucks. So I was a little disappointed because I didn't feel the earthquake.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't feel it either.
Yeah,
I was
because
driving, I
I,
think.
I need a little more anxiety, so I was a little disappointed that I didn't catch that. Did you feel it where you are? Because I heard it was in
No.
Fontana or somewhere.
No, I was driving. I think I was on my way back from Trader Joe's this morning or something like that. I didn't feel it. But I didn't feel the tsunami either. So
Yeah, I didn't see the tsunami. But do you remember, like, I was talking to someone a couple of weeks. It was probably an Uber driver because I never talked to anyone other than you and the Uber drivers. And I was saying that, we're getting into shake and bake weather because he wasn't from LA. He didn't know. And I'm like,
uh-huh.
yeah, whenever all of a sudden it gets really hot, we're on the alert for earthquakes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
You
that's
remember the shake and bake
I
theory?
do, but it's been debunked. But yes, I do
Yeah,
remember
it
it.
has been debunked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bunk it though, because it was
Okay.
really hot today.
Okay. Rebunking.
Yeah, and anyway, I put the rest of my coffee in the fridge and here we are.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All
so that was
right.
my big outing for the day. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like you don't really want to go out and there's a lot of traffic and there's a ton of construction around my area right now too. And
Mm,
so it's just not fun to drive. So then you go out, I don't mind walking. I'm glad that everything's walkable. It's kind of, what took
yeah.
me 15 minutes to walk would probably take a half hour, 40 minutes to drive and park.
Yeah, I am not in a walkable area, which I really miss being in a walkable area. I really, just to go get to the nearest store, I must take a car because it'll take me 2 hours to walk there.
Yeah,
So I live in a 55 plus community, and you just to get to the gates, it's 5 minutes.
right.
So driving, you know.
That must be by
So
design.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. But so I miss that a lot. I loved being in a walkable area. It's one of the things I loved about living in New York. I lived in Astoria for, I don't know, 6 years. And I on my street between the subway stop, which is like a above ground subway, and my apartment, two supermarkets, a bakery, a hardware store, a butcher, an Indian restaurant, a Greek restaurant. I mean, all those just in the 4 or 5 minutes it took me to walk from the
Isn't
subway
that
back to my
great?
apartment.
Yeah, I love that.
Everything opened all the time, and you could
All the time.
just I could
Yeah,
get
that's the other thing
anything.
too in New York. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to go, whatever, it's 3 in the morning. Oh, we can go get bagels now.
Yeah, yeah. I had a diner that in my area is very Greek area. There's this a lot of the diners there, they have a really good Greek food, but they also have everything else.
Yeah, New York
And
and New Jersey are famous for their Greek
yeah,
diners.
so this diner that was on the corner just past my apartment, open 24/7, a menu that was the size of an encyclopedia. They had delivery 24/7. So if I didn't want to like put on shoes and walk down to the corner 5 minutes away, I could have them bring it to me. Any kind of food, any day of the week.
Isn't that great?
So, but it was, I mean, I wasn't that far, walking down to like where the East River is, and there was a whole sculpture garden over there. And
Yeah.
yeah, I miss that a lot. I miss that for sure.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, okay, you're in California and you can Grubhub $40 worth of Chick-fil-A. It's almost the same cultural equivalent, right?
Yeah, okay.
Not exactly.
Anyway, I think we have talked to our sub through all of our subjects we wanted to, but this is what you
Yes.
probably have learned of us now, if you've listened to this podcast at all, is that we could just talk all day. I mean, we
Yeah.
have to stop ourselves because
We need a
we could,
kitchen timer.
we do. We need
Keep
a kitchen
saying that.
timer
We'll
because
do
we
it.
try to make 30-minute episodes and we haven't done that yet.
I know. We really should though, because
I
those
know.
are the most listened to.
I know. I know.
Yeah, our shortest
Anyway,
one.
okay, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes.
I'm gonna go make some fabulous salad for lunch, and
Wonderful.
Marcelle's gonna finish her Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Carrie again from the beginning. So good.
All
And
right,
yeah, well, thank you for joining us on
food.
Not Food.
This
And
is Allison Bergman.
I'm Marcelle Sirkus, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.